you're not loving for the purpose of you feeling it.
Yeah.
You're loving for the purpose of intention. Like
Yeah.
that's one of the characters of toxic relationships, and a couple of other red flags that we're going to be breaking down. Mudachika Emmy's Palatovao.
Mr. Henry on Galaxy FM.
Dr. Love at noon. Dr. Love. Mid-morning to connect. Sponsored by
olw'okuba ab'omumakago buli omu alina kyamwagalako. Movit Family Soap ye sabbuuni agwanira ab'omumakago bonna.
Movit. All-day confidence.
Ready to take control of your online world? Use Rock Internet and we protect you for free. Rock Protect is here to safeguard your internet experience. Block ads, safeguard against threats, filter content and keep sneaky sites away. So parents, relax. We have got you and your family's online safety covered. To activate your online safety today, call 0205 000 123. T&Cs apply. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Okuva mwaka 2017 Numida esobodde okola ssente eri banna bizinesi abasukka emitwalo 6 tubeerawo nawe okulaba bizinesi yekulaakulana nga tetukuwadde buzibu wadde ng'abawuza besigika mu Uganda yonna tukuwola ssente okutuukirira ku miliyoni 2 eza Uganda okutali bukwakkulizo mu ssaawa 24 nga tukuyisiza mu bwangu tukuwa obuyambi bwonna bw'oyagala mu budde bw'obwetaagiramu. Numida efuba nnyo okulaba nti yanguyiza bakasitoma baayo mu ngeri yeesigika.
Numida nyanguyiza okugaziya bizinesi yange.
Nesiga Numida okunyambako ku nkulaakulana ya bizinesi yange.
Yogirako naffe olwaleero tukubire ku Note 8 00 oba downloadinga app ya Numida ku Google Play Store. Numida yesigika business ezisukka emitwalo 6.
Enjoy 5 ways to love your baby, smoothen and protect your baby's skin with 5 new gentle formulations. Original to nurture your baby, aloe vera to protect your chiboo skin, cocoa butter to comfort your pinku, mild scent to soothe your little one, and avocado to soften your bunju skin. Available in all supermarkets, retail shops, and cosmetics shops near you. Move it, baby jelly. All day confidence.
My Monday is Gaga, Tuesday is Gaga, Wednesday is Gaga, cause every day is a Gaga vibe. My Thursday is Gaga, Friday Gaga, my weekend is Gaga, cause every day is a Gaga vibe. Gaga buli lunaku, nyiga star, noti star noti hashi, oba okozesa my MTN app, okugula Gaga data bando ekusingira. Nga tuli wamu, tere kitulema. MTN. Enkola n'obukwakulizo bigobererwa. MTN n'ungamizi w'ekitongole kya Uganda Communications Commission.
The Red Seat mu mid-morning to Kone every Wednesday, sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
This hour is coming to you the kind compliments of our friends from Movit. Chama Chami Kuduka or supermarket yone kuli okumpi wefuni sabuni wa Movit ya wangala ataine chovu chama nyenyo that is gentle on your skin. It comes in different flavors: aloe vera, lemon, rose, to mention but a few. Toxic relationships versus a healthy relationship. Some of you are out there in a toxic relationship, but you don't know that this
You're
relationship
in denial.
okay. There are people that have been unfortunate bambi ngayakula probably nga bazadde be one of the parents is toxic, nga alaba engeri gyayisa mama we oba mama we engeri gyayisa mutaata we, and then in return they think this is normal. This is how a relationship is supposed to be, because with human beings we learn from what we see. Omuzungu agamba monkey see, monkey do. Like what you that's why if you find some guys, if the father used to beat up the mom,
you would think it's okay to beat a woman.
It's a sign of love.
If for some of you guys, if your mother used to quarrel and argue and throw me that that's most likely the kind of mother that you're going to be. So I want us to first of all differentiate between a toxic relationship and a relationship that qualifies to be healthy, and of course give examples. Has any of you guys dated a toxic person?
No. Well, I didn't, but my friend did. They're actually married.
Now?
Yeah.
To the toxic guy.
Yeah. But ebyo bitwadde tugamba wali kusindi nti omusajja jana talking anakola buli kimu nakuvuga speed kwanjula kuchala wedding. You know how these balocals are
manipulative.
Bakuvuga speed fumbirwa mwana gwo we need a man.
Now. No, these balocals. Okay.
Kati and you end up with a wrong person.
Yeah.
Because oyagala kusanyusa ba pastors and so this chick got married in 2020 before the lockdown.
Yeah.
So nebabera bona, they have 2 kids. Kati guy atandika ali sweet, of course. You know how men are. Atandika muli sweet, muli nice, sweet. Blah blah.
Very nice people.
Kati time netuuka ng'omuwala aina, of course yamusanga n'emikwano gye aba guys.
Yeah.
Nga bamukubira essimu, amuggyako essimu namugamba obadde oyogera nani? Mwogera biki? N'akubira guy namugamba lwaki okubira mukazi wange essaawa 5 ez'ekiro? Tokimanyi nti mufumbo. Naye nga gye gino emikwano gye yabuuzanga, can I marry that girl? How is she? Like, can she make a good wife? Okitegeera? N'atandika ng'ogikubira essimu n'abagamba mwesonyiwa omukazi wange. To an extent nti akubira mukwano gwo Pamela. Your female friend. N'amugamba you're not good for my wife. Ogenda mufunira abasajja. Like he was so insecure.
Emmy, let me just pause call Emmy a bit. I don't know whether it is, we should consider it toxic if a married woman is making casual calls. At 11 a.m. from guys, 11 p.m. from guys.
I
don't know whether that is, you should call a guy toxic for asking why are you making casual calls to a guy at 11 p.m. and you're married.
Pam, don't forget relationship or marriage is about trust. Once you lose trust in this relationship, ogenda tandika okubeera violent ku mukazi.
Okay, this is what I want us to understand. I think to defining what a toxic relationship is, so that we understand. Because what might be toxic to you
may not.
Somebody or some psychiatrists and some scientists believe that might not be considered toxic to the other person. So anything in a relationship that portrays a dynamic that is not healthy and causes you, the partner of the person you're with, distress, harm, or sometimes you make you feel unsupported, manipulated, and disrespected, can qualify to be a toxic trait. Katuzimenyemu wano wammanga. Some of the traits that qualify to be toxic could be manipulation. Waloneka baita gaslighting. Do you guys know what gaslighting is? Gaslighting is a very common manipulation tactic and a red flag where or they make you feel they make you feel like what you're saying is stupid.
Not even what you're saying. There's also that gaslighting where somebody makes you feel guilty
over
for a wrong thing they did.
Most men.
That one is even worse, man.
Most men.
It's a psychological method people use in questioning. Like they make you question your own sanity. Like,
true.
Okay, let's say I'm in wrong, you find me in wrong. Let's say you find me with Emmy's pala in a dark corner, and you're like, you come and say, but Henry, really? What are you doing with Emmy's pala in a dark corner? And then I gaslight you by saying, where do you get the time? Why are you so insecure to follow me to this extent? Now that is gaslighting. Like you don't trust me to that extent. Like really you don't consider me.
You don't sound
thank you. So it's like I overpower your power of reasoning and I make you look stupid. Gaslighting is a very, very common trait when it comes to red flags that are toxic. And then of course aggression. That is toxicity. People that are aggressive, people that are violent, and obsession.
Yes.
Omuntu akwagala ennyo.
I feel like it's never love.
Obsession is not love. It's never love.
Okay.
He fears to lose you, fine.
If you have a tracker in the car, you're tracking the phone, and then you're calling.
Some people even have cameras in the house.
Akutadeko cameras in the house.
Akutadeko mbega bakutambulirako.
You can't go to the toilet freely and miss a call.
I know, right?
If you've missed 3 calls, it's an issue. Where have you been?
Where have you been in the toilet?
Why have you?
Pamela, I know you take 2 minutes in the toilet. Why have you taken 5 minutes this time around? Yeah. And then of course abusive behavior. There's something they also call stonewalling. I don't know if you guys know.
No.
Like everything you say, just it hits here. Like Teddy Chawulida. And they give it like
they are defensive. Like they only want to hear what they want.
No, come back. Sawatano. Abana. What you know collaborate? You're spending on your center. Kale. The next day.
That are spending it twice. Yeah.
So if somebody is in a toxic relationship, it's a dilemma. We've understood. There are so many. There's lack of trust. There's isolation. Some people are in Zokufuna and they are so possessive. Nakuteka mu nyumba nakugana okukola nze ngenda kulabirira kikyoyagala. You don't call people ne bakujjako. You see, a man can date you, Cindy, nakujjako ne line ye yesimu nakuwa empya. That kind of controlling behavior nakujjako mulimu ivyo nakubuza how much are you earning at Galaxy. Nogamba mfunayo ofuna meka mpozi kamu kitundu.
Let me double it.
No, I'm going to give you 3 million. Settle down your ass. You're not working
anymore.
Some people even go further and they break you, they break ties and bonds between you and your family. Yeah? Or your sister or simwagala. Mama, like you find agende one way, like probably every weekend, you now don't even go there. We have people that have not seen Abewawe for years and years. Even when person dies, they send him Abugo. They can't go there. So that's toxicity. Let's also understand what a healthy relationship is. Honesty. Nga munnoe akugamba. Honesty. When there's trust, if you say, honey, I'm going to Guru. Honey, I'm going to Dubai. I'm going with the girls. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this and that and that. I have a conference. They're like, okay, bambi tambula bulungi. They pack for you. They pack for you clothes and they ask you, have you reached? Okay, now that obuzibu obusingando zawe buvaawo. Trust. When there is mistrust, it results into a bad trait that amounts
toxic.
Everyone is toxic.
Everyone
has a toxic trait. It just needs a paraffin, if you will, over a diesel caveyo.
And the lighter.
And it comes out when there's an emotion of love. Because you love somebody and you're insecure and you're like, I'm giving you an example. I'm dating Cindy. I'm telling her, Cindy, I'm going to the USA. We have a conference. We are going with Pamela. We are going with Lydia Jasmine. We are going with So what Cindy will do is like,
why only women?
Which hotel are you going to sleep in?
Yes.
Then you call. The first call is not picked. And they're like, we are out. We are out with with the girls. We're having fun. Then you hear Jasmine saying, you get how it's boiling up. And you're like, but am I stupid? Like,
this man is
you have a Satan, a devil with a fork. What is that thing called? A tripod and holding it here on your head and makes you think, don't you see that they are fooling you? So when trust is broken, the traits of toxicity start coming out. But for a relationship to be healthy, the trust has to be there. If you can't be with somebody you trust, you can't be in that relationship.
You can't.
Respect is another trait of a very healthy relationship. I'm going to respect you.
How I tell
One,
you, how I
as my
you.
woman. 2, as my partner. 3, as a human being I share a life with. So what do we mean to, if I respect you, there are certain things I'm not going to do. How do you unrespect? And what qualifies as respect? Men like being respected a lot. You understand? Ntingenda kugamba Emi tugenda zimba wano oba tugenda bera mu nyumba eno gwe ngamba tojagala. Then we have a disconnect in tastes and preferences. When the disconnect in tastes and preferences now grow, the disrespect comes in. Tompuliriza njagala kino wetoyagala kino, go and do your thing. And then of course it also depends on the way we have been brought up as people. Some people have been brought up in environments and communities that do not respect. That they have been babied. That's why we have the Gen Z effect a lot. Tomugambako toina chomugamba, like they don't listen. That it's not something they're used to. It's either their way or you understand. So I want us to zero it down, and if somebody is out there in a relationship that is exhibiting toxic traits, let me start off with you, Pamela. What do they do? I hope I've done a good job.
From the way you have described a toxic relationship, it's one relationship that is hard to come out of. Because besides all those factors, you have forgotten one. Some of them threaten your life. And for others, it's not even just a threat. For others, it's a do-do. That's why you've seen some people who are in relationships where there's a lot of domestic violence. At the end of the day, it ends up in death. This one has killed so and so. Or you've had stories where the woman ran away, she went to her auntie, the man trailed her to the auntie's place and killed her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So a toxic relationship is very hard to get out of. But the right thing is to get out of it.
Yes.
However, how you get out of it is
very
the
important.
tricky part.
Yeah.
If you are this kind of person who is impulsive in the way you act, that you've realized guy is toxic and he has done several things and you're telling him, now, tomorrow I'm going to pack my bags and go. You live with either one eye out or you will live dead or you will... So it's not a relationship where you just go out speaking about someone's traits.
Yeah.
Me, I would advise someone who's in such a relationship is you study the patterns of how this guy behaves and plan long term to move away.
Yeah.
You must be able to put up appearances and act like a fool
Which
at a
is very
certain
hard.
which is very hard.
Very.
But if you know that I have decided this guy is not for me, I must get out. You must put up appearances, allowed to look stupid, allowed to listen to what he's telling you, but then do not settle for it, because there's also saying, let me allow
Maybe
to
he'll
deal- maybe he'll change. No, he's not going to change.
They don't.
And then it is not right for you to also settle in. So you need to have a long-term plan, keep up appearances, and then move without notice. However, if that long-term plan is hard for you because there are some things you can't bear with,
Yes.
you need to open up to people.
Yes.
There has to be someone that you open up to, and then find a way of getting out of it.
Yeah.
Because on your own, you can't fight a toxic relationship.
Yes.
You must have some support, a support system. Either you have friends who are going to help you, not just only advise you and tell you, Bambi, Kolachino, all this. Because again, it's also a two-way street thing. The guy might be toxic,
Yes.
and you might also end up getting toxic and killing him in the process, or hurting him, or something happening. So I feel like, one, you need to
Yes.
get out,
Yes.
but long term. Two, you need to have a support system. Yeah.
Cindy,
Yeah.
as we're concluding.
But I've honestly never been in a toxic relationship. That's the biggest challenge here.
Yeah.
I don't think if I'm the toxic one, because
You could be the
You
toxic
could
one.
be.
You
When you
I
don't
could be
know.
the toxic person nganza bwenkowanga nkivamu
Yes.
omuntu muleka.
Yes.
So
tolina gagumikiriza ebyo
sirina
tomala
People with such a
Toxic
trait.
ojivamu. Toxic is not a person who just lives like that. A toxic person stays there and
Stays.
tortures
No,
you.
by the way,
And sometimes they
those-
know, and other times they don't know that they're
Yes,
actually torturing
yes,
you. They are
yes.
egotistic. They are serving their own interests. Yeah.
but I could serve my own interest. Nenko nengamba man, let me just leave this
Without
person.
remorse, fear, or
Yes,
favor.
without remorse, fear. I'll be like,
So you look a guy in the eye and you're like, I think we're
I'm
done.
done with you.
yes, I think
And
I'm
you're
done.
not going to think about what's going to happen next.
Why would I think about
Ngenda
that?
kanyonyola ako later. Ms. Pal, as we're concluding, guys, you can join in the conversation. We're going to put it mostly on air, online. The hashtag is the RedSeat. Abaliku X. Thank you so much for, the feedback. Abasindika ku WhatsApp. Thank you so much. The number is 0707102102. And of course, those of you that are watching us on YouTube and Galaxy TV, big up on yourself. It's very sad that you can choose to be in a relationship with somebody. You choose out of the, how many billion people are we? Monseno. Because
Out
the-
of
still
100
billion.
people are vibing every day.
the
out
world
of
is
your
a global
house.
village, so you can have a
Yeah.
Sudanese, you could probably date a German, a Jamaican, a Ugandan.
Yeah.
So we come from different
Tanzanians.
corners of the world, ethnicities and beliefs and religion and capabilities as people. But you decide to say,
Let me
"Kambere no
settle with
muntu,"
Henry.
and then they harm you
Yeah.
permanently, and your reign obudde bw'omala ku nsi kuno as a human being, as Pamela, as Cindy, as Emmy's Para,
Yeah.
we bury you when you're
Of course.
unhappy. There are people in relationships who forgot what it feels like to be happy.
Yeah.
They don't know what happiness is. Like yachimanyira, and you see, for women
And they
or
think
men,
it's normal to be
a human
unhappy
being
in a
osobola okukwata
relationship.
ebintu n'obipakira and in the long run, these
You
habits
conform to
are
it.
learned over
Yeah.
time. If I'm here speaking on the microphone a certain way, I do it 14 times
A day. A week.
a week. That's how I'm going to speak over and over again.
Yeah.
That will be a character a behavior line. So if you learn to keep quiet, if you learn to suppress your emotion and you don't be happy, in the long run, that's who you're going to be. It
becomes you.
Chovola batwina bachali baffe mwali nabo mu ssomero nga mubamanyi they are very happy people, they are jolly people, they are married, they added weight, they are sad, they can't crack jokes anymore. Like ngobulamu babu wayo. I want us to explain that katini nyonga tumaliriza. Emi's Palace, somebody going through such a situation, what do you tell them?
Still, before you go through the situation, relationship omanyi, you can easily tell this person is not good during dating time. Abasajja batera okuba balonyi, but always ka character kavaayo. You have arguments and he wants to slap you. You can tell, man, this person is not right. So before you commit to this person, first know, am I going to be in this prison? Am I ready for this life? If you're not ready, do not commit. Just you're dating someone, you've not yet committed to this person. Because there are guys go dating and are so insecure. Are insecure not because tanakufuna kuwasa, but that's how they are. They are toxic. So you can easily move out of that relationship because otandika mpola na no labanga ali insecure olaba he's cutting you off your friends gwe yabadde n'emikwano gy'abawala batano oyinoomu naye naye n'olaba tokyamuwa time omusazeko because you have a man. Okitegeera. So some relationship can drain you n'otukanga you don't even have time for your mom, for your own family. Okitegeera. So before you commit with this person, first be sure, am I ready? Does this person make me feel good? Is he supporting me emotionally? Does he trust me? Because without trust in a relationship, working out. Trust me. Because mistrust, bireeta okuyomba, okwekuba, okujjako mikwano gyo. Because ali toxic. Oba omukazi ali toxic, ajja kufuga. Before you know it, muli mukuyomba kujirayo akamba akateeke ku table.
100 point is what you're tuning into. Let's get some feedback from you guys. The name of the show is The Red Seat. We'll meet morning to corner. If you listen to this conversation for the very first time, it's uncensored, unfiltered. It's real, it's original, and it happens. But you can find it on YouTube as well. Galaxy FM/TV.
Hello, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you for the show. #HotSeat. Obedda byamudescribinga byonna nga biri ku nze nga nze natuuka n'ekiseera ne neevaako emikwano gyonna n'engigoba abooluganda bonna ne mbajjawo like gayatuukanga n'ekiseera nga n'abooluganda bange bwe bajja ewaka nga tayogera nabo nga baleka mu ddiiro oba nga baleka ne boogera bye boogera n'asirika naye ng'omukyalo oyo bw'agambye nti you plan kuba ofa abakazi tulinamu ki ekyogamba nti omuntu osobola omuwa obudde n'atuuka ekiseera n'akyuka ogamba maybe this person with time ajja kukyuka nze nagwa ku munodhana.
No wonder you no longer send me audios. You used to be active here.
Yaba akwagala waka. Asobola n'okuwa akantu ng'amanyi kagenda kukulema oba n'afuna engeri gy'akalemesa okukola kati kakuleme akuwadde ka bizinensi maybe akugamba nyuka mangu at the end of the month n'oba nga tolina bulungi busente n'abaana gaba bantu namuwa ekyokola ne kimulema. Asobola n'okuwa ekintu kikulemera alabe ng'akulwanisa. Yo natuuka ekiseera n'endaba nga olwedde nnyinayo omwana omu neŋŋamba kansooke neewa obudde era neewadde obudde mu mpolampola ebyokukola nabivaako nyembera ewaka n'emikono n'engigoba n'ab'eŋŋanda nkubidde gwe nkwata n'okujja tebakyajja neŋŋamba leka neewa obudde nti gw'omuleka ye n'akufuga kati bw'akufuga otuuka ekiseera nga gwe omaze okupulaninga nga gwe bw'okivaamu tokiddamu totunula mabega. Otherwise, thank you for that show.
I know this is emotional for some of you, the audios, I'm getting a lot of audios from you. in the interest of time. Galaxy.
Good afternoon, Mr. Henry.
Adrian. Madrid, Spain.
Everybody has toxic traits. The best thing you can do for yourself is to know what triggers it. Because for me, I know one of my main triggers is somebody wanting to control me financially. And this takes a lot of time, and in my case, a lot of therapy. Okumanya ntimina triggers ezo. You better always communicating with the person you're dating, omuntu gw'oyagala okubeera naye. N'azimanya. Si kyangu kubanga basinga bakudduka abalala basigala, but the people who choose to stay, they know they won't push you to those triggers. The best thing you can do for yourself is to lay that foundation. Kubanga wobeera oli stuck mu eyo relationship ng'ogiyingiddemu nga tewalayinga eyo foundation. Mukwano enzibu yakuvaamu. Ndabye abakazi bangi mulamu bwange. This is coming from experience. Nkuze ndaba. Abali stuck mu relationship wezityo. My own mother. Ezibu ogivaamu newobeera olina support system newobeera kubanga ebiseera ebisinga otuuka nga naddala nga mulimu abaana togenda givaamu mukwano. So the best thing you can do for yourself nga tonnabatandika relationship yonna, first do the work on yourself. N'abantu bonna b'ogenda okuleetinga mu bulamu bo bajja babamanyi ebintu by'okola n'ebyoyagala.
Thank you so much, Adrian, all the way from Spain in Madrid. Tuned in Galaxy.
Abazinyi abakonkonyi mwena bagiriko big up. Henry ne bwokyaza bana, thanks for the show. A toxic relationship, ndowooza relationship eyo gyewandigambye nti very pervasive or unpleasant. I think that relationship ijja okusanga temuli respect on both parties. Etalimu kweguya, omukazi teyeeguya, omusajja teyeeguya, buli omu alabanga ayamba muno okubeera naye. Like there is no that value addition gyewandigambye nti oba omwami anyongeddeko kino oba omukazi anyongeddeko kino. Temwefaako obudde bwe mwewadde nawe buli awo buba bwakusika muguwa. Ng'oyadala nti olinga omuyamba okuba naye mu relationship. That relationship ojja osanga ng'obeera n'omwagalwawo naye ng'omuswaza. Recently twabye omuwala omu gwe sijja kumenya linnya yabadde ayanjula gayiwe. Naye I had yaganya okukwata ebifaananyi kati I think that's not a healthy relationship. I may call it toxic. Okubeera ne gayi nga alinga akuswaza kubeera n'omuwala ng'otekutama ne mubakyalibe. Like when you don't prioritize that person, tomukwemeza. It may seem to be a toxic relationship. And then this healthy relationship, ndowooza your relationship eyo betambudde nga mwagibala nga buli kimu kiri mu order, there is care, you support your partner in any way or the other, you value that partner, there is that value addition, olina kyomugattako. Mu bufunze gyoyinza okugamba nti noba ne partner nga tewatomera. I think that's what I may call a healthy relationship.
Tuchigale, thank you so much for that beautiful audio. So this is the thing. Nina akantu kenjagala tutegeere. Ate tukategeere bulungi nnyo. You're not born with your partner, right?
No.
Even if you're twins, you can love your brother and sister in the name of nkwagala oli muganda wange. But when you die,
you die alone.
You see, when I cut you with a razor blade, the pain you feel, it doesn't matter how much I love you, I'm not going to feel that pain. When you're slapped, really
sorry.
So here's the thing. Munsi twesanga, twerekawo. Ekintu ekisinga otusumbuwa mu bulamu bw'ensi eno is fear of disappointing people. Fear of disappointing your family, and fear of being alone, fear of disappointing the society. I want to be clear with this. The greatest weakness on earth, sikutya mpologoma, nti oba masasi, is the emotional fear of disappointing people, of disappointing your family, of disappointing the world. You end up in situations you want to be out of, but you can't be out of because owuliranga olina olujegero olukusibye. And then also because nakusomesa oba nkubeereddewo, but then in the long run nenfuka omuntu omubi nga I'm not making you happy and you fear to disappoint me. Then nobeera awo nga toli happy. My friend, buno obulamu bubwo. I want you to learn this. Practice selfishness.
Self-love.
And for self-love, it comes with selfishness. If I want to listen to reggae music and you want to listen to rock, go and listen to rock. I'm going to listen to what?
Reggae.
Okay, you guys might not understand this, but in the long run, it evolves around you because you're here on earth for a purpose. To fulfill, like you have to live a life you're going to remember. A life you lived. It is okay to interact with different people. Respect them. Set boundaries. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. Why do you be with somebody and you're hiding them? Why are you wasting their time?
I know.
Like, why are you with them at all? There's a video of Neo that was training the other day. He's like openly polygamous, yeah? He has a woman and then the woman adds on other women. He feels like...
I saw it.
When you see it, you're like, this is moral decay.
I know.
Where are we headed? Does it make him happy?
Yeah.
He has been in a relationship, marriage, for over 8 years. They divorced. It means wali we byamujayo nakomawe misinde. Nagambo waye. No. Like he split with the wife. Yeah. Now come on. Now this is who he is. This is the kind of life.
Of his life.
You see, live a life you will appreciate and a life you will remember. A relationship is for you.
Yeah.
And then another thing. Be very swift, quick, and brave in your decision making. As a girl, you have Henry, you have Ham, you have Sudil, then you have Bafana. They all have different qualities, and you're like, when you say I am going with Henry,
Bafana, I also had Bafana
don't
in my head.
change your mind.
Don't look back. Indecisiveness is a disease. Indecisiveness spoils a lot of relationships. Indecisiveness causes a gap in your heart. You feel like it's like going to shop for a dress or for something. There's this dress is 50k, this is 70k. You buy the one for 50k, but then you had another extra 20k. Then when you're going home, you're like, Singanyo, the K.
I know, right?
You'll never be satisfied. Satisfaction is a state of mind, and it comes from within you. Learn to be swift with decision making. Don't think twice.
True.
If you're gonna
because
commit,
when you overthink, you change your mind.
This is to you who is thinking about commitment. Before you commit, ebintu byagala tobisirikira. If you're a guy nga toyagala mukyala ayomba, mugambirewo from the first start. The day you quarrel, I'm gone. And I'm not scared to be alone. I want peace. I mean this way. You understand? And then you now engagwe, you also have to make the partner understand that like draw those lines, be clear, set boundaries, but most importantly,
Henry, some people fear to do so. Why? Waba chali mu relationship ngechali mpya atyo okufiira Henry agamba wena mugamba nze ebintu byokunfuga sibyagala ebintu byokola sibyagala
when you listen to the gospel that I've been preaching to you, you do that, it's okay. If you have me and I don't have the fear of letting you go, the moment you change, you're gone. I don't care if we have like 19. By the way, let me tell you, a relationship is like a business. If you fear to invest, but now you need to take a wali hotel you will toja kusimbula. You don't do it if you don't take risks in life. You're never going to be a happy person. You will be a mediocre. So decide who you want to be in life. When it comes to your relationship, do you want to be a mediocre or do you want to be happy? Make that clear with your partner. Muvuzi wa taxi mugambe nkera kugenda kukola. There are so many people that can't tolerate me. If you can't tolerate me, it's okay. Mbera kubala sijja kukubiranga simu buli dakiika. Mbera busy. Wobango wuliro sobola kigumira. Tukole ki?
Tugende mas.
But most importantly, guys, have these conversations. There's a reason Raj Katonda yakuwa omutwe no mumwa. The mistake we make is we are timid. I don't like timid people. You approach a relationship from a timid point of view. Omusajja oli naye naye omutya. You don't express your feelings. Omukyala oli naye naye omutya. Like, have you ever been around a timid person? Like, you hear, okay, we have, like, there's a very good idea for the station. But somebody's quiet because they fear what the boss, they fear everybody. Man, timid people, you disappoint. Do not be timid. You will not die. Speak your mind. Stand up. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Thank you.
The course unit is over.
This is the Mid Morning to Connect 100.2 Galaxy.